Good morning. Greetings. My name is Jeff Warnock, and my subject or topic for this morning was how God has been there to support Kathy and I through the many years in both challenging and great times. Background: Kathy and I, my wife, have been married for 29 years, and she's still my high school sweetheart, believe it or not. We have two boys, Bill and Ted, and we've attended here at Suburban for roughly 15 years. There have been many ways that God has taken care of Kathy and I over the many years, and we've been together. I appreciate this time to share a few with you in hopes that it may help you reflect on how well He works with you during the season where we're giving so many thanks. The first event I can remember quite vividly. I was driving Kathy home one night from a date while she was still living with her parents. I was driving at a full highway speed when a car ran in front of us from a side road and on a narrow two-lane highway. There were deep ditches on both sides of the roads, and I slammed on the brakes. The car skidded for many feet in a circular motion, and when it stopped, we were facing forward in the opposite direction with headlights coming straight for us. I pulled off to the first driveway, started to breathe, and checked on Kathy. We were both okay. I took her home, and her folks still let me take her out for dates afterwards. Thank you, God. On a more serious note was the first time Kathy was diagnosed with breast cancer. It runs in Kathy's family. Her mother's cancer had a terrible impact on her family, leading to her parents' divorce and her mother's eventual death. Obviously painful memories for her and very scary for me. God surrounded both Kathy and I with an incredible, helpful family and friends who I cannot to this day say enough thank you for their love and support. He also provided us with great doctors here in our own community so that we did not have to travel. He also provided Kathy with a wonderful manager who allowed her to take the time off when she was going through treatment. Obviously, she came through quite well, and once again, thank you, God. Equally as concerning was the second time Kathy was diagnosed with breast cancer. This time it happened to coincide when HP was going through a major layoff, which included me. Kathy had left HP, and Wall Street was going through a major meltdown. Scary times. But at least we've gone through cancer before. After hearing the news from work and the doctor, we took the family to the beach for some private time with the waves and the seagulls. This brought up an interesting discussion for Kathy and I as we walked down the beach. It went something like this. Hey, Kath, check this out. For richer, for poor, check. For sickness and health, check. For better, for worse, check. Do we always have to be such high achievers? Once again, that was followed by much laughter. And once again, thanks to God and the great support from both friends, family, and the church here at Suburban, she came through. The doctors found the cancer very early, and Kathy responded well to the surgery and the treatment. During my time off, I was able to be home with Kathy and the kids and help out much more than if I had been working. The 6-month severance, combined with unemployment, covered the expenses for the 5 months until I found a job at Hillsborough. My first day at work was 2 weeks before Christmas and right before Kathy's last chemo treatment. The job had full benefits and an excellent manager who allowed me to work remotely while Kathy went through the reconstruction surgeries. Once again, thank you, God. Working in Hillsborough was a blessing, but it did take its toll due to the long hours and long commute, obviously. I was not able to come home every night, so I'd often stay with my sister Vicky, who also had cancer but was in remission, or my brother Lyman, who also lived up in the area. I miss Kathy and the boys greatly, but appreciate God's gift to reconnect with my brother and my sister in ways I haven't been able to do since childhood. The job lasted for about 1.5 years, but I could see the end coming quickly. Once again, God provided. Kathy landed a nice job here in Corvallis, and as part of my HP days, I was eligible for some work retraining when my Hillsborough job ended. This meant full tuition, books, partial medical, and unemployment while I went to school. Even before I had a chance to complete my degree, it led to a great job for 18 months and then to my current position. Once again, thank you, God. On a very sad note, unfortunately, both Kathy and I each lost a sister this year to breast cancer. Margaret was 51 and Vicky 54, which is still quite young. And although I'm deeply saddened by their passing, I dearly thank God for knowing them and seeing all the positive impacts these two great ladies had on so many lives. I also thank God for his ability to allow people to connect with each other and him at these painful and challenging moments so that good things can truly come out of hardships, and we appreciate all that we have when the pain has passed. And as I was writing this, it was sorry to sound be such a bummer this morning, but I really am thankful for all the great things that God has done for me and my family. And when I was done, the 23rd Psalm just came to my mind. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to share that with you this morning. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, and your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare my table in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me for all the days of my life, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Thank you.